Now, when you wrap it up with Doc, you're going to move on to a feud, of course, with DiBiase in early '85. You'll be named Athlete of the Year, and as a result, you're going to be given Lucien Picard cufflinks. Jim, do you still have those cufflinks by any chance?
Probably. I bet I probably do. Yeah, I bet my sister Sheila made me a collectible box, little teeny box. I put stuff like that in. Keep my rings in. Probably in there somewhere, I would imagine. But yeah, I don't know. And they gave me a big trophy. They gave me a huge trophy. I think the Fantastics were Tag Team of the Year. Is that the one you're talking about?
I believe that was the same time because I know the trophy
Yeah,
you're talking about.
yeah. Trophy.
Yeah.
We can't do. That's been gone for a while, but the cufflinks, they may still be around. Yeah.
Well, DiBiase is going to come out on commentary and complain that he deserved the honor, and the cufflinks would have gone better with his nice suit.
That's probably true.
So maybe the next week you will come out in a tux with the cufflinks, and Deborah's going to be with you, and you're going to give her a dozen roses. Then Ted, Doc, and
Romantic
Akbar.
guy.
What a guy! What a romantic. Ted, Doc, and Akbar are going to come out around the ring, and you're going to pull out a lead pipe out of your suit and scare them all off. So, Jim, they're
Cream
clearly
2x4.
I don't know why no 2x4. Maybe it
Yeah, I
didn't fit
wonder
really
why.
well in the suit.
Probably surprise him with it, I guess.
Yeah. Well, but Jim, we're clearly building toward this best dressed man idea here in early January. When you're first presented with this idea now, so first you did the football gimmick. Now they're saying, "Hey, Jim, we wanted you dressed up in football stuff. Now we want you dressed up in a tuxedo." What do you think of the concept?
Yeah, I loved it. I just like being involved. Whatever they come up with, I'd be like, yeah, that's cool. I mean, they never really. I joined Team Canada.
You're pretty flexible.
I was business. I mean, they want to do that. That's your company. Pay me. I'll go ahead and I'll do that. And I'll get my stuff over. I wasn't, give me my TV time. Make me a Canadian. Make me a janitor. Do whatever you want. Hacksaw Duggan will get his stuff over. It doesn't matter how good of a wrestler you are. You got to have a TV presence. You got to tell the people what you're going to do and who you're going to do it to. Tough guy. Give me a hole, Marcus. Oh, USA! God, it feels good, brother. It gets me hard.
I'm glad I can actually hoe this week. Last time we were
together. Last week, brother. I wouldn't call that a hole, man. I don't even know if I call that a woo.
I went and watched it back. I was like, ooh.
Flair just had a birthday, huh?
He did. I think he's 74 now? Something like that. He's getting.
I don't know. Yeah, I just know Hogan and Flair call me kid.
Well, Flair's still out there partying like he's in his 20s. My goodness.
I know, man. Yeah, I guess they follow him around with a defibrillator. He's okay.
Whatever keeps the party alive.
Yeah, I guess that's the only time I drink. I quit drinking when Piper died. God bless him. I don't really, I have the water bottle with a V on it back in the day for the vodka. And Pipe was like, "Dude, they got to cut that down, Doug." And so when we lost Pipe, God bless him, I knocked off the booze. But when I see Flair, he's like, "Duggan, you got to have a drink with me." I said, "Yeah, I'll have a drink with you, Rick. What the hell, man?"
Hard to turn down the Nature Boy when he wants to drink with you.
Yeah. Him and Hogan.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody else put in a pile, him and Hogan.
Now, Jim, Bill Watts was known to have this great mind for wrestling, but a criticism of him is that he relied a lot on gimmick matches. And of course, these are two gimmick matches for you. I don't know.
It's pro wrestling. Geez, I don't know. I wish they shot some more takedowns and a few more go behinds. That would be really exciting, 2 points. Yeah, I guess they had some gimmick matches. They sure did. Yeah.
For my money, it was very, very entertaining stuff.
Yeah, you can't argue with the houses, man. We were doing phenomenal business. And Bill Dundee had an awful lot to do with that. You got to give Bill Dundee a lot of credit. He was actually the booker back then, and he ran a pretty good ship. And he came up with a lot of the ideas, much more so than Ernie Ladd. Ernie was just a yes man.
Mm-hmm. And Dundee had come from the Jerry Jarrett's territory over there in Memphis.
Right.
Came over and he brought like a lot of those Memphis kind of ideas and styles. There's a lot of gimmicks over there too, and it worked. It was good stuff.
It worked. Yeah, people enjoy pro wrestling. Like I said, if they wanted to watch takedowns, they go watch the Olympics, or it's pro wrestling. They like the thank goodness.
Well, let's get to the main subject of the show today, Jim.
All right.
Yeah, I can't wait. On the February 16th episode of Mid-South Wrestling, that's right, you're looking good there, pal. You're gonna have your
I'm in
first
room 128.
You'll have your first best dressed man contest with DiBiase, and JR is going to tell the fans to vote with applause, and of course, Ted is going to get booed and you get cheered. He makes the excuse that the audience was rigged and he wants a redo next week. So they do an electronic meter to measure the response. And the next week, the meter determines that you're the winner again. And that brings us to a clip that I cannot wait to watch. Here we go.
I think I've been rubbed off again. I'm going right over your head. Where's Bill Watts?
Bill Watts is not available right here, right now, but the decision is final.
Carl Fergie, the referee.
I'm going to go talk to him right now.
Teddy is. I mean, Ted he can wear a tuxedo. Me, that's the church untucked.
That looks like your wedding tuxedo, too.
Yeah, it does. I enjoyed the white tuxedo. A lot of people say, you're not supposed to wear white. I'm like, I saw a John Wayne movie once. He was in this Navy, he wore white.
Well, I think it's great that Hacksaw.
Joel Watts.
Yep.
You saw that, Watts?
Hey, I saw it. He beat you by more than twice.
Ross prompted him.
It's the state-of-the-art equipment there. You can see I obviously won.
You're going to let that decision stand?
I think so. I think it was a good
Yes, I think so too. They should let it stand. I obviously won. Good. Yeah, the way it goes, DiBiase. Swallow it, buddy.
That stands behind that hippie, that no good drunk
Hippie.
bum Jim Duggan.
I've been called a lot of things. I don't know about
Drunk,
hippie.
Believe it. Isn't that Jim Duggan's car?
Oh,
Well,
that's
Isn't
my
that Duggan's car right
that's
there?
my
Is
car.
that monitor still on?
Hey.
well,
Duggan, are you what, cameraman? Get a close up at the Duggan. Are you
Wait a
watching
minute, that's
me?
my car.
Are you watching me? I dropped you in the
That-
parking lot before.
What a bad place to park. Oh my gosh.
Right there by the production
Of all
truck.
the places to park, right next to the TV truck? No! Get out of the ring. Go save your car. There you go. What the hell?
Now, if we listen closely, we're going to hear you say a curse word, Jim.
no.
Holy shit.
Well, cut your hand there, Jim. That'll help.
DiBiase,
What were you saying about gimmicks?
we're going to try to...
That was a great car, too, man. What a beautiful car that was. I think it's
safe-
Tornado
safe to
back in the day.
Safe to assume that wasn't your actual car?
No, that's my car.
It was.
That was my car. Deborah will tell you she was picking glass out of it for 3 months.
Oh.
Yeah, and DiBiase got to ask Ted. He blew up. He thought he'd break through the windshield, of course, but it's safety glass. He's like, but what a great! That was my car. Yeah, that was my car, man. And we had Watts paid to have the windshield put back in, and thank goodness, because people have done that before, and they hit the casing around the windshield and actually screw up the car. Teddy was a pro and just hit the windshield, broke the windshield out. But yeah, we had glass scattered in that car forever, man.
Oh.
Back then, you used your old gimmick. I told you when I bought the Lincoln Continental that I was in the big wreck on the bridge up in Arkansas. I won that at a battle royal. I won my own car. I bought the car up in Oklahoma, where whoever wins the battle royal tonight in Shreveport's going to win this brand new Lincoln Continental. Thank God nobody rolled me up real quick, right? 1, 2, 3. What the shit?
I'm surprised nobody tried it.
Yeah, brother.
That's wrestling.
I won my own car.
I had no idea that was your actual car. I have
Yeah,
to
that's
believe
my
it.
own car.
So
That's why I was hitting it with such vigor.
I'm seeing he was hauling off on it, and I have to imagine that Watts put a little extra cheese on your Whopper too, not just paid for the windshield.
Oh yeah. Watts took care of me okay. He liked Dog, he liked Doc, he liked me. He liked ball players. He liked ex-jocks. He liked, Raw Bone. Back then we used to get in a lot of fights, and we were crazy. And wild.
And he
And
liked
if you
that.
lost a bar fight, you get fired. And back then, though, that was before people start to sue you.
Mm-hmm.
Then they figured out, hey, we can sue these guys.
And then
So
they
the
started
old wrestling joke was like this: 10, 20, 30,000. Every time you hit them, that lawsuit goes up, you know. And then they're down there like, I'm going to sue you. I'm going to get my money's worth. We're not done.
Yeah, really. If this is happening, I'm gonna whoop your ass.
No, I've been sued a couple times, yeah.
Well,
But
it's
anyway,
funny,
let's
Jim.
go best dressed man deal.
Well, I did want to mention whenever I first started, one of the trainers said, "Hey, listen, if a fan ever jumps in the ring, just beat his ass." And I'm like, "Are you sure I can do that?" And they said, "Well, yeah." And I'm like, "I think that I have to be attacked
Wrestler's
first."
honor.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have to come after me first, and then I can do it. I don't know. So, young wrestlers, wait till they take a swing at you, and then go ahead.
And even, I tell you, I got hit on the way out of the ring on the way back to the dressing room. And they said I used excessive force in defending myself.
Oh my gosh,
So yeah, I mean the guy hit me first. He
that's
came
unbelievable.
past two seats, Monroe, Louisiana. He came past two other people, and we had barricades. He leaned over the barricade and hit me, and I boom, I hit him and just kept going. But I broke his right front orbital lobe.
Oh,
I'll
geez.
remember that forever.
So, like, you broke his eye socket, but you're just defending yourself. That I don't
Yes,
understand.
but I hit him twice.
Ah, okay. Once was enough as far as the law was concerned.
Yeah, yeah.
Unbelievable. Well,
And plus,
Jim,
I go to, I was working for New York, and I'm living in Florida. And we had to fly into Louisiana to cut because he sued me, he sued the company, and he sued the building. And the company and the building, they settled out of court. But I'm young and dumb. I'm like, well, he punched me. I'll go to court. And I show up, my tie's like this, Deborah's sitting next to me all puffed out. And the guy, I don't know, Hacksaw hit me. I don't remember anything. I'm like,
oh my gosh. It probably didn't help that you're sitting in court and you're a big man, and I'm sure this guy
there's
was
a
pretty
big,
small.
a lot of people don't like big guys, right
Mhm.
off the bat,
They'll see you and say, like, "This guy had to hit him how many times to get him down?"
Right, yeah. But anyway, learn your lesson. Don't hit anybody, brother.
That's right. Well, Jim, when it's all said and done, this
Unless
whole
you get him
angle.
back in the shower.
Now that's the move. Or just
I
wait till he's
heard.
out in the parking lot. Jump him.
No, not the parking lot. Too many people in the parking lot.
That's true. Okay. Jim, when it's all said and done, the car, gets smashed up. You get through this whole angle, and now you and Ted are kind of off to the races on what, of course, we know is going to be the super gimmick match in the cage with the coal miner's glove and all of it. Jim, you feeling good about the direction things are moving at this point?
Oh yeah, the territory is hot. Great working with DiBiase. I mean, like I said, of all the guys I've wrestled, I learned the most from Ted. Any of the second generation guys, Ted, Jake, Kurt Hennig, are just that much more polished. Ted was in the ring when he was 15. I started when I was 25, so I learned a lot with Ted, and working with him in matches like that was a lot of fun. And we got along too. We were friends.
And education with a guy like DiBiase and his experience. Last question, and then we're gonna wrap this one up. We saw Bill's son Joel Watts there. You mentioned it, and we have not talked about him at all. I don't know how often he's gonna come up here. Joel was a very good producer behind the scenes, and anytime you saw a music video on Midsouth TV, Joel edited it. So a really talented kid. He'd go on to work for the WWF in the future. Jim, what can you tell us about Joel Watts?
Well, I didn't have a whole lot of interaction with Joel. I think Bill wanted him to be more like a wrestler, but Joel wasn't into wrestling. He didn't have the physique. He didn't have the desire. He just didn't want to be a wrestler. That's why he was good in the business, but behind the camera. And that's great. That's where he thrives. So, but Bill being Bill, he's like one of those guys, I got to have a boy,
Yeah.
the old school thing, you got to be a wrestler, but yeah, the little interaction I had with Joel was he was always professional.
And Bill got his shot later on with Eric Watts. He had a cup of coffee in the business.
Yeah, he came through. Yeah.